Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. We're taking a quick look here at Casper, seeing what's going on here with this coin. I got the request from one of our community members. I believe it is Sunny123. Thank you again so much for the request. Greatly appreciate it. And thanks again for your patience as well. Taking a look here at our premium group, just to quickly note, we have some phenomenal trades here recently. Just in the last 12 hours alone, we got 84% from Bell, near 100%, Gala 76%, OGN 43%, and that doesn't even include the previous 24 hours. 202 audio, OGN, EDU, Bitcoin. I mean, it just continues on. So again, we are raking in the profits right now. Super happy for my community. Thanks again so much for the wonderful feedback. If you're curious about that, cryptocash.tech for more information regarding our premium group. So what I want to talk about here with Casper is, first of all, we want to look at the larger timeframes and work our way down. Okay. The reason why is because you want to establish key level resistances. I look at previous day closes, where you can understand where the price action spent the most time. As you can see, previous resistance turned support, turned resistance, okay? So that level right there at about 40, we're gonna round up a little bit and say 49 cents is a key level we wanna pay attention to. Same thing as well with 62, we'll go with what, 62.5, 62.25, right in that range? Yeah, 62.5. That's another weekly close there. Again, some people ask if you go with candle wicks or candlesticks. That's kind of more of a preference thing. But me, when it comes to larger time frames, I do prefer closes versus, opens, if you will. Okay. All right. So that said, let's take a quick look here at the daily and see if we can work our way down. So this is a pretty massive candle here. We saw a pretty strong break through this level here at roughly 38 cents. So we're going to say 39 cents. I'd like to round up a little bit, but just kind of drawing that out as well, seeing what's going on. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the standard stuff here. MACD's fully converged. Not much we can note there. Anytime you see a parabolic type of increase like this, it's going to do something like that. Furthermore, we can also see the RSI cranking higher. It spent some time at 50, continued up. That's fantastic. Money flow index extremely high. High money flow index implies the price action has more sustainability. Please understand that. Volume is very, very important. I know, again, we're going to see the largest volume profile here in the most recent past, right here at this previous resistance at about 39 cents. Again, so 39 is a key level support, the price pulls back. We're halfway there, but I don't think we're going to see that based on the amount of volume coming in. Taking a look at the moving averages, they're all below the price action. Big surprise, the price just shot up a bunch, right? I don't know how much from bottom to top, just today's candlestick alone, 45%, but roughly 30% up on the day. So that's a pretty strong amount of volume to push that into that level, okay? Now, if we take a look at the volume in the closer time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, we can see RSI is coming back down a little bit, money flow index is coming out. Pretty normal for profits to be taken, okay? You hit that certain resistance level, the profits are going to be taken. As we can see, coincidentally, price action could not pass or close above 48.5, or I think we rounded up and said 49. It's more like, I'd say more like 48 to 48.5, but generally speaking, that level right there, we can see strong amount of resistance. Okay, again, that's a previous week close. That said, we look at MACD, we're converging, everything's looking truly positive here. Above all moving averages, there's really nothing we can note here that is disadvantageous. Okay, again, massively overextended. Is it going to pull back? Well, we hit a 9 just before the leg up, so we really can't approximate how far we are into this continuation. You could probably say more like 12 hours though, just based on it, this starting 12 hours ago. So we're going to identify some better things on the 1-hour time frame. So if we look at the hourly time frame here, we can recognize a few key factors. First of all, there's a ton of volume accumulating right at this range. That's uncommon for coins that pump and dump, right? Now, while it could still dump, there's a great chance it'll do something like this, and it'll fake you out, come down, and go back up again. Okay, so just be mindful. This volume profile being larger than this average amount of volume here over the last few days. Like, look, this is basically since the first of the month. So 5 days of trading, all right here. We have just barely a little bit more volume at that point than we do at this approximate here. But again, this is spread out evenly throughout this range. So I don't know, to me, with what I see here, there's a stronger chance of price action is going to retest this level and continue higher, mainly because we have a ton of volume. And until the volume starts to dissipate below this moving averages, or this moving average, we cannot assume it's going to drop. Okay. Again, now you could just say to yourself right now, "Oh, please, it just dropped. What are you talking about?" yeah, coins tend to do that. All right, that's just trading for you. But the overall sense here is that this coin has more probability of going up than down at this point, especially with Bitcoin kind of cranking. Keep in mind, Bitcoin going up right now in the last couple of hours. Just note this here: Bitcoin just kicked up the last 2 or 3 hours. What do you know? This coin is coming down in the last 2 or 3 hours. Why do you think that is? That's mainly because Bitcoin dominance is shooting up and altcoin dominance is decreasing. Profits are being taken. That said, once Bitcoin stabilizes, and this is something you want to kind of understand here as well, if you go to our education section, I've got it pinned just to keep you kind of up to date. You can see Bitcoin dominance being up, price of Bitcoin is going up. Alts are going down right now. Once Bitcoin starts to stabilize, alts will stabilize, okay? So again, if Bitcoin pulls back, which could happen as well, you got to recognize that, then we will see a dump from alts. So all that being said, this comes with a grain of salt when you are trading altcoins. It's exactly why I love trading altcoins, but some people don't because of the fact that you need to understand the correlation between Bitcoin and the coin you're trading itself. Okay, so those trading pairs, they're all different. That said, what I'm getting at here is that this coin has much more propensity to increase than decrease. The Ichimoku cloud, albeit slightly flawed with this massive increase, is telling us that we want to consider leaving our trade open for at least another 12 to 24 hours until we get confirmation of either the price going up or down. In other words, Ichimoku cloud isn't 100% reliable on massive swings like this, but we are on the right side of the tracks. We've got somewhat of a support here at about 4.3. And of course, we can see here the price action roughly is not intersect with the price action. We got good 12 to 24 hours before that happens. So we're in a good position right now. Let's quickly double check our fibs and kind of see roughly where that looks like. And we can see this 0.5 Fibonacci level here, averaging itself out right there with the lagging span, or sorry, the cloud itself. Okay. And if you're not familiar with how this indicator works, it looks a little funky on this chart. Traditionally, it's going to be very reliable. It's my confirmational tool that I use to take trades. I have an instructional video on how to use it. Search my channel, Ichimoku Cloud. All right, that said, that's kind of where we're at here. There's not much else to really note. We don't need to beat a dead horse. Price action, if it's going to come back and pull back, 3 levels it constantly pulls back to. We can see the price action typically come to 382 and bounce, 0.5, and of course 0.618. So these are the 3 areas we're going to look at. Mainly the focus here is between 4.1 and 4.5. Those are going to be the 3 areas, or just say the range rather, where we could see the price action consolidate before it legs up again. Because it could literally come all the way down over here and use that support and continue higher. Once more, moving averages are a little bit delayed right now, right? Because this happened so quick. All right. Again, just some things there. I hope that made sense and I described that correctly. Also, something that makes sense if you are struggling with the VPN or KYC requirements on exchanges and you're in a restricted country, we've got you covered. Make sure you use this link down below for some significant benefit rewards. Bitunix is a phenomenal exchange, no KYC or VPN. Use my link, of course. You get some significant rewards there, but also eligible for future trading competitions once we have those. I think we're getting enough volume here soon to be able to make that happen. So thanks again for the wonderful feedback. I'm super happy that it's working well for my community members. You let me know if you like this exchange. I actually have an instructional video down below as well. If you're curious on how it works, kind of a little beginner's walkthrough, if you will. All right, folks, thanks again for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.